Get your mind and body rejuvenated with Monarch Montage, Skin Science and Medical Aesthetics, located in New York and Manila, bringing health and beauty wherever you go. From a simple Botox to a fat-reducing and muscle mass-gaining MSCO. For more information about their quality services and locations, call or text 917-633-7710 or email at monarchmontage@gmail.com. Monarch Montage, the beauty and health continuum. And now, join us as we speak with your favorite Filipino celebrities and inspiring people. This is the podcast for global Filipinos around the globe. This is Over a Glass or Two.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Live from New York and New Jersey, the #1 only show in the East Coast. Your host, Jesse and J-Cats.
Patintero tayo, girl.
Ay, napatintero tayo.
Ayan.
Hello. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Happy Friday to everyone in the whole world, especially in the US and New York City and of course New Jersey and Canada. My God, it's Friday night here in New York and New Jersey in the East Coast. So, good evening po sa aming dearest USA and sa Pilipinas naman po, it's 9:30 a.m. Napakaaga. It's Friday night, so happy Friday! Happy TGIF to everyone! So, ikaw naman, J-Cas, go!
Yes, happy Friday and good morning po sa lahat ng mga Filipinos and non-Filipinos in different time zones, in different dimensions, in different continents, in different galaxies, in this whole wide universe!
Verse! My God, we're so excited tonight because our special guest is so beautiful. When we act, okay, guys, she doesn't speak Tagalog. She can't even understand Tagalog, but
Correct.
it's okay.
Corrected
I'm sure
by.
a lot of Filipinos understand English, so it's okay, guys. My God, we were so starstruck when we saw her.
Sobrang ganda
you
niya.
know, the first thing that I've said when I first saw her, like, before we start, I was like, can you be my daughter?
Pwede. Teka lang, hindi ko natanong kanina, baka magkamali ako. Teka,
Yes.
Ano ba? Zenia ba? Zenaya?
Zenaya.
Zenaya, ayun.
Yes, it's
Buti na
Zenaya.
tinanong ko sa'yo.
I know.
Ayan.
I know it's Zenia, and we want to know where her parents got that name because it's so sexy, diba?
It's
Just
sexy
like
and, no, it's unique.
it's very unique and it's sexy. I
Yes.
find it so sexy, diba? Parang Zenia, right? So, anyways, okay. we would like to say hi to everyone muna ha, sa mga unang-unang nag-comment. Before that pala muna, DST is coming, Daylight Saving Time is coming, starting
Sunday.
November 7th, this coming Sunday.
2 a.m.
Yes, so starting next week, actually this month, we're not supposed to have a lot of guests,
Lagot tayo
but
sa time.
I know, but so many, there's so many requests from different people from all over the world. So, okay, fine, let's just do this. And then trust me, you will be amazed with a lot of amazing guests for November and December. Most of them are like your favorite celebrities. Oh, diba? So, before we start, we would like to say hi to everyone who commented. Okay. Kay Morales, our favorite. Kay Morales.
Oh, yes.
Hi, Kay.
Hashtag number 1 all the time.
Yes, our favorite. I love ya, Kay. Okay. Tota Mendez. Hi. How do you pronounce Tota? Tota.
Tota, yes. Tota Mendez.
Okay.
Oh,
Marge Delights. Yes, simply. Oh my God. I love her mom. Zenia's mom, Louisa Marshall. Hi.
Hello po,
it's
Mother
an
Louisa.
honor. My God. We would like to invite you. I know your daughter, we will have an interview with your daughter, but we want to have an interview with you too. Because we want to know your humble beginnings. We're not going to ask your daughter about you. So you tell us about yourself, Miss Luisa. Okay, I hope you will give us a chance to sit down with you, right? Oo, para marinig nila yung mga humble beginnings mo naman. Yes. Teresa Martinez, and who else is here? My God, Tita Maizil, Angelo Alvarez.
Maru.
Hello po sa inyong lahat.
Maru from YouTube. Ayan.
Oh, Maru from YouTube. Oh,
and our
namiss ko,
fave
parang
Angelo
feeling ko-
Alvarez, always
yes,
here.
hello. Maru, parang feeling ko Maha. Maru, sorry, naskipan kita bigla. Maru, hello. So anyways, JCast, introduce our special guest for tonight in the US and morning naman sa Pilipinas. Go!
Yes, gladly.
Yes.
Our guest is a Filipino-Canadian film, TV actress, and emerging indie singer/songwriter. Coming from a musical family, she has headlined numerous sparkly cover bands and multiple touring theater act shows. She has her first 2 singles out, Ain't Like You and Heaven and Hell, and she has an upcoming EP coming out as well.
Wow.
As an actress, she has guest starred on a lot of top rating shows like Supernatural, Sci-Fi's Van Helsing, cameoed on CW Supergirl, and what I'm watching right now is currently recurring on NBC's actually a sister Peacock channel app. Upcoming One of Us is Lying, to name a few of her shows.
Woo!
Yes,
I
One of
love
Us
that.
is Lying.
Hindi ito. Ang ganda yan.
Yes. Ladies and gents, let's welcome Hollywood's next it girl, the very beautiful Zenia Marshall!
Marshall!
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hello, beautiful. My God.
Ang cute.
What a
Oh my
beautiful
God.
girl.
So maganda.
Oh, you're so maganda. Girl, before we start, before we do the toasting and welcoming you, I want to ask you, do you understand Tagalog? Do you speak Tagalog or...
No, I wish I did. I really wish I did, but I am a halfie, so my dad is white, so my mom didn't really have anyone to speak Tagalog to while I was growing up. So yeah, didn't quite make its way in here, which I'm very sad about, but I'm trying to learn some things here and there. Yeah.
Don't worry. It's never too late. It's never too late to learn. You're 22, girl. Maybe one of these days you'll have a big movie or whatever in the Philippines, and you'll start like talking Tagalog fluently like a pro.
Since you're a singer, you need to learn a few Tagalog songs because you can sing with our friend Troy Loretta.
Troy Loretta. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You know,
yes.
he had Nicole Scherzinger sing Regine Velasquez's Paano song. Yes.
There's so many international artists, singers who sang Tagalog songs because of Troy Loretta.
And he's on his
Oh,
volume
wow.
2. Yes, volume 2 right now.
Yes.
And they're coming up with different singers, a set of singers right now.
Yes.
Oh,
But you know what? We forgot to ask Zenia to please say hi to everyone who's watching. Go ahead, go girl.
Everyone, hi. Thank you for having me. Hello.
Hello. Oh my God. Can you say something in Tagalog? Like say hi, kumusta po? Something like that? Kumusta po?
Kumusta ka?
There you go. I'm sure. Do you know anything like What about bad words?
How about
No, not the bad words. Not the
okay.
bad. Oh, I know. Mahal kita.
There
Yes.
you
We
go.
can teach you the bad words off the record later.
I know,
I
right?
thought you're gonna say also sarap adobo or something
Sarap
like that.
adobo. Yeah, you know what?
I know lots of food names though.
Oh, there
Lots
you
of
go.
food
Lisa
names.
Philip, the
Yes.
food name. I
So
know.
many.
I thought your mom, Louisa Marshalls, like at least taught you how to speak like the bad words. Just kidding. Or so your
she
Filipino
did.
friends. Oh, she did?
She did. No,
Oh, okay.
not to me, but she did teach her high school parrot back when she was in private school, like all the bad words, and she definitely got detention for that. So the
There you
parrot
go.
knows,
So
but I
okay.
don't.
So
Yeah.
don't listen. Cover your ears. Cover your ears. So, anyways, okay, because we have a protocol here that we need to welcome you, but you need. What are you drinking right now, hon?
Okay, so I have just gotten a glass of water now.
There
That's
you
a
go.
big
That's
ass
a
glass,
one for
girl.
me.
It's a very big glass. This is
Okay.
like my mom's wine glass that she
Oh my
likes to
God, we
fill.
need to have one of those.
I know it's a huge glass, right? A
good.
wine glass, yes. Okay,
fishbowl.
right. Yeah, you know what? Don't drink. You know what? I know what I'm saying is don't drink liquor because, start drinking when you reach our age, the tita's age. Then that's the time you start drinking.
What's our wait? Like 28. That's our age, right, Jesse? Wink, wink. Okay.
So, the tita's age is not. The tita's age is not. You know what's tita, right? Aunt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The tita's age is not 20s. It's like 38, 4.
No, you can be a tita even if you're in 20s, depending on how
Yeah.
young your nephew or niece is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm a tita. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So anyways, okay, we'll start talking about your Filipino background and everything, and of course, about your single, your acting career, everything. But before that, we would like to welcome you. Okay, guys, okay. Sa sambayan ng Pilipinas po at sa aming Dearest USA. Guys, let's all welcome the beautiful Ms. Zenia Marshalls. Welcome to Over a glass or two.
Cheers, guys. Cling, cling, cling.
Cheers. Cling, cling. Okay, go. And one more. We have another one. Can we take
Class
a
picture
picture?
time.
Just a class
Oh,
picture. Okay, go. Oh my God. She's so beautiful, my God. This is starstruck ako sa
I
bata.
know.
Okay, go. 1, 2, 3. There you go. My God. So, girl, where are you located? You're still in Canada right now? I know you were born and raised in Canada.
Yeah. I was born and raised in Vancouver, BC, so that's where I am right now. Yeah.
Oh, but so you've never been to the Philippines?
I have twice before. Yeah.
What age were you?
I think my first time was when I was about 8 or 9, and then the last time that I've been was 11 or 12. And then we wanted to go back recently, but then COVID happened, and then that
Okay.
made traveling really hard. But
Do you
yeah.
remember where in the Philippines were
Manila?
you?
Manila.
Definitely
in
Manila.
Manila.
Yeah.
Like, because you know what? I'm sure, when you were in the Philippines, what was your most memorable thing that you've done? Because I'm sure a lot of people there, come on, I mean, let's talk real. I mean, I'm not so sure if you know this, but if you go to the Philippines and you're that beautiful, you're mestiza, you know what's mestiza,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
A lot of people would be like, look at you.
Even if they don't
stare
know
at
you as Zenia from all these shows, they will be looking at you like, oh my God, she's so beautiful.
Right? Did you experience that?
I definitely experienced that quite a bit. I even experienced that in Canada whenever we go to like gatherings and other events in the community as well. But yeah, like I did find that over there, and I was like, oh, okay, like, but I was so small that I was just kind of like, oh, they're being really nice. Like I didn't
I
really.
know.
Well, speaking of small, if you don't mind, Angela Alvarez, one of our kaogas here watching, is asking, what's your height?
What's your height?
Oh, I round up to 5'4", but I am 5'3" and 3/4.
Oh,
So,
there you go. At
That is
least,
where
right?
I'm at. 5'4".
I know 5. Yeah,
Petite
that's it. Or
beauty.
sometimes,
Yes.
yeah. If you want to add more height, just like wear 4 more inches or 6 inches and be
The killer
I'm 5'7".
stilettos.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
5'7".
Yeah, I'm basically 6 foot pretty soon. That's basically
exactly.
where we are.
Wait, what age usually that we stop growing? 18, I think. 16, 18, right? Oh my God! And you're 22, right?
22, yeah.
My God, young and beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I cannot.
And wait, you're so
Yes.
beautiful like that with your ponytail, and I'm sure because I read it too, and I'm sure you get this a lot. So you're always being compared or to the great Ariana Grande.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
It's such a compliment, honestly. Like she's so beautiful and she's so talented. Like, oh my gosh. I just think that at the very beginning it was just so funny, like going into a mall and then there's some people that would like come up to me and like there was this part like this time that I was in a shoe store with my friend and there's this guy working there that just like came up to us and he was just like really slowly walking over. He looked so excited and he was approaching us. And then all of a sudden when he was finally about a foot away from me, when he could finally actually see my face and you could see his face start to drop.
It's like, oh,
You thought
that's
it was his lucky
Ariana.
day.
And he was like, I'm so sorry. I thought you were Ariana.
Ariana, oh wow. Have you met her in person? Yeah.
No,
You
I
look
wish
like
I
her.
have.
Oh
I
my
wish I
God.
have.
Oh my God. You have also the looks, the everything, right? Even the
Yeah, the
voice.
talent as well. Yeah.
My
Oh,
God,
thank
girl.
you.
Wait,
Thank you.
I'm just curious. So when you were younger, you grew up. Did you grow up in a Filipino way? Because there's really a huge difference between like the mom raising Filipino kids. Like, did you grow up with the Filipino way? Like,
I feel like I did. I really
Okay.
do. And out of my parents, it's always like my mom's the one who calls all the shots. So if anything, I
Yes.
feel like I was, really like being parented on that side of the spectrum a lot
Okay.
more. Like every time I'd ask my dad anything, he'd be like, "Ask your mom."
Oh,
So it like
okay, okay.
I always feel like in my own way, I feel like I have at least in my experience.
What do you think is that very? Oh my God!
so
Another bunny ear picture
cute.
and
Look at that.
cuter. You like bunny ears? Are we going to show all bunny ear pictures of Zenia?
I know, right?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Just tell
Go
me.
ahead, go ahead.
So I'm ready.
I was like in grade, I think I was 4 years old in that picture for a ballet recital. I love
Oh
how you
my
guys have
God.
that.
You're already manifesting.
Exactly.
and-
Because
Never seen a bunny
usually,
ear.
well, I'm curious if your mom, because you Filipino mom usually say like whenever they're mad, they always say, "Shh, hoy, Zenia, stop it!
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
doing that." Does she do
Yeah.
their
that?
mouth,
Like,
I
their
hear-
mouth is
like
pouting.
the pointing,
Yeah.
the
Pointing.
pointing of the lips,
The-
like
You got all of that.
The pointing, the angry anak, like it's very,
I
very
really-
angry.
the anak, hoy, anak.
I'm like, oh no, what now? Oh no, what did I do?
I know. Oh wow.
Yeah.
But what about growing up? Because usually, I'm sure, because usually Filipino parents they love whenever there's an occasion, they love karaoke, singing, and they love to push every family. They love to push their daughter or their kids to be like, my daughter can sing, my daughter can play piano, my daughter. Did you have that experience too, growing up?
I feel like I had that for sure from both my mom and my dad. They're very like stage parents that way, and like they're just very like, hey, like they want you to like sing for them, kind of thing. Like I always, ever since I was really small, they were always doing that, so I get used to that, like growing up, I guess. And yeah, pretty much.
Wait, how many kids? How many siblings do you have?
I have 3 siblings.
Oh wow! So you're
Wait,
the eldest?
You have a kuya?
Do you have a kuya?
Technically I do, but we're all like half siblings. So
Okay.
my older brother, technically I guess I don't call him Kuya, but like he would have been, but he's on my dad's side and he's not Filipino. So
Oh, he's
like
all white.
I just call him Justin. So that's
Oh, okay, okay.
I bet he's also guapo.
Right? Oh my God! Look
Oh,
at him.
look
your
at
daddy's
daddy.
a hottie.
Oh, daddy's cute too.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Daddy is hottie.
Oh my
And your
gosh.
mom is beautiful as well. Louisa Marshall's. She's a tribute artist, right?
yes, Tina Turner
Oh,
tribute
my
artist.
Tina
Yeah.
Turner.
Yeah.
How was it
Wow.
growing up with your mom?
Oh my gosh, like ever since I was super young, like one of my first memories of her was from like the wings of like her shows and just watching her like with her Tina wig, like dancing and singing with like her like stilettos and her Tina dress and everything. And that was like one of my really like early memories. So yeah, it's been like amazing. Like I feel like that's so much of what has inspired me to do music, to have performed, like just seeing how she made so many people like happy. Like even the grumpiest people in the room would like walk in grumpy at the start of the show, and then by the end of it they're on their feet and they're dancing or they're like giving a standing ovation, and they're just like, and they would come and talk to her after the show when you just looked at them in the first place and thought, oh my gosh, they would never do that, you know, like they're just so happy at the end of it. And like that was like her superpower with that. So yeah, it's been so inspiring. Yeah.
Did you ever try to like borrow your mom's wig? Because I'm sure Jacas did it when she was younger.
Yeah, like also emulate her dancing and singing.
Yeah,
and,
like when you're
'cause
4 or 5 years old, be like,
Tina
look at your
Turner
mom,
herself
she's
is
so
like,
beautiful.
you need a lot of energy for that, right? And it's an energetic number. Would you be doing that too when you were little?
Oh my gosh. We actually have a couple of photos. I'll have to send it to you guys now, or my mom probably will. But they put like the Tina wig on me when I was really young. So I think I was like 2 years old, and they put like the Tina wig like when I still hardly had any hair because I popped out as a very bald child, and and I just had this like huge like Tina wig on, and they gave me like the microphone, and I'm standing there in my overalls. So yeah, that's like I don't even remember that, but they did make me wear it.
Wait, I'm imagining you and your mom like. Oh my God!
Oh my!
Yeah.
So wait, so when did you? Because oh my God, you're what? You're an actress, a singer, a songwriter, a theater actress. Like you're beautiful, like everything. You're also what? Are you also? Did you try modeling too when you were younger?
I bet.
Not really. I felt like I think it was a combination of not like feeling like I was tall enough for that, so I just never kind of looked at that in the first place. But then also at the same time, I never really like, I don't know, I never really thought of myself as like, oh my gosh, like I should really go into modeling. Like it just never really occurred to me, honestly. Like I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm not a model. No. Yeah.
Yeah, but when did you realize that you can do all these things? What is the first thing that you've discovered? Even I'm sure your parents discovered it, or hone you to become better into at least one of the talents that you have right now. So what is the first thing that you discovered that you know that you'll be good at?
The first thing that I discovered was music for sure. When I was really young, and then I got into
What
dance
age?
at 4.
Oh my God.
Ever since I can remember, honestly, with music, like I like not that I was like good out of the gates at like 3 years old, but like like it just like it was always there. I can't even really put a starting point on it, because in this household, like there's always been music, and then there's never been a time where that hasn't really been a part of it and there. But for dance, I started at 4. Acting, I started in the beginning of high school. I think I was in 14, 15 when
Oh
I
wow.
started acting. So it was a bit later in the spectrum of everything else. And then eventually I stopped dancing and focused more on acting and music.
My God, no, Jcas, I'll be honest with you, it's very rare to find like a talent, a beautiful talent, like who can sing, who can dance, who can do all of the above.
Yeah, a
Right, Jcas?
multitude of
It's
talents.
so
Yes.
hard.
Oh.
But when was that just in case, like, okay, if someone asks you, let's say God would ask you, okay, I'm gonna take off one talent from you. What will you pick? What is
Oh
the
my
first thing that you
gosh.
will pick?
Oh,
I know, right?
the
So hard.
first, oh, that's a hard one.
What's your first love?
My first love is music, for sure.
I know.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, this girl can really sing. So wait, so while growing up, like, how was it growing up? Like, were you the popular kid? Were you like the the prom queen.
No,
All
no.
the guys are like so into you. So
You
how
know
was it
the-
growing up? Yeah.
You know the high school stereotype.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean this is so funny because I've been faced with this question a couple times in like these past couple weeks because of One of Us is Lying, and my character in the
Yes.
show
Yes,
is
yes,
very
we're gonna
much
talk about that.
the homecoming cheerleader, popular kind of type, and I've never really was that girl when I was in high school. Like I
Really?
honestly was like more to myself, and like I felt more of like a friendly floater in high school. Like I was just kind of
Oh.
like a bit of like a butterfly in the sense of like I didn't really have a specific group or like a specific clique. It just went like from class to class, and then that was only when I was even there, and then the other parts of the time I was either filming on set or I was away for shows or I was away for tours. So it kind of like I was kind of disconnected from the high school experience in a way. And
Oh.
I just like, I don't know. It was like, it was more fun to just kind of like be a part of everything and just kind of like show up and like meet everyone and also get like more trapped into like the music program in a good way. So then I wasn't really like too distracted with much else.
You're not too distracted with the
Yeah.
handsome boys.
Exactly. That's a voice.
No,
Mommy's
no, no,
watching.
no.
I know. Because I'm sure she's so humble, but because you at the very young age you started like touring, you're doing a lot of things, right? You're singing, you're doing all these things. So I'm sure like a lot of your classmates during that time they were like so proud of you, right? Like Zenia is my friend.
Or jealous. It's either of the two.
Oh my gosh.
Haters.
I honestly feel like I'm not even sure if like people really knew why I wasn't really there like some days and then
Oh,
and
really?
then not and then there are others like I'm not really sure if like I actually have no idea what people really thought of me. Like I have like a few guesses for like different types of people, but honestly like I'm not even sure if they knew up until I booked a series called Date My Dad in my grad year. And I was gone for like half of my grad year shooting that. And everyone was like, where, what
Where have you
happened?
been?
Like, where have you
Yeah.
been? And I just come back for graduation and prom. And they're like, wait, like,
Wait,
so
is that-
like you filmed that.
Is Date My Dad in Canada or here in the States?
It's originally an Up TV series. So that's the States, but it was aired over here on the W Network as well.
But wait, okay. Before we talk about your acting career, right? Wait, how the heck? I'm supposed to. How the heck? Oh, I'm gonna say it anyways. How the heck did you manage all this? Your busy schedule, because you go to
At
school
a young age, huh?
At a very young. How old were you when you landed that job? That date my dad with my dad.
I think I was either late 16 going into 17 and then filming that 17. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
That is so awesome. Imagine that at the very, you know what? You're so blessed, girl.
Oh,
You can tell.
thank you.
She's look at her. She's always smiling, even from the
Yeah.
pictures that we've seen. Like you're always smile. Are you always like that on and off cam? Like you're always this happy person.
I think I was always like always that way for as long as I can remember, in the sense of like I never, when I was really young, like I just remember never really wanting I don't know, to like make people feel like bad or anything. Like when I was really young, I'm just kind of like I wanted like to give people like more positivity and like and everything like that. But then once I got into high school, there was a few people like I remember two people specifically, but just to tell one short story, like there was this one guy I was walking with my best friend in grade 8 or 9, I think, and we're walking in front of the school to the traffic light going home, and then this guy like came up to us, and he's like kind of like a reasonably popular guy in the school, and we're like, oh, like why is he talking to us? Okay. And then he's like he just like comes over, and I guess my friend was under the impression that he was gonna ask me out or something, and in that moment he's like, hey, why are you always smiling? Like, why are you like? I'm just wondering why you're so effing like cheerful all the time. Like, blah blah blah. It kind of annoys me. Like, and I'm just kind of like,
That's why he's
oh
sad.
yeah,
Why is he
Oh
making
my God.
pakialam?
Where is
That's
that
the
guy
question.
now?
I know. I have no idea. I don't even remember his name anymore. I just
Did he even
remember that-
ask you out? No.
No. It was just like literally just that. And then after he asked me that, I just looked at him and then I smiled even bigger, like as big as I
Yes.
could, right into his
Oh
face.
my
And then we walked
God.
across the street. Yeah, I feel like it's just like multiple, like I remember like a few things like that in high school, but like, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. It's like I'd rather be feeling like more positive than like, like
That's keep it
giving
that way, girl.
other vibes. Yeah.
I bet that guy and the rest of the people who talk behind your back or whatever are drooling right now and saying like,
No,
I
they
should have
they were
asked her
miserable
on
at that
the-
time because why would they be asking you like why are you smiling all the time?
I
Because I'm
know, I
happy.
know.
BITCH. Yes.
Exactly. Oh yes, bitch! I'm so happy.
Yeah. And you would be happy really if you have pictures. Oh my God, with the supernatural boys.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Wow. Wait,
How-
before we
how-
proceed,
wait.
guys, before we proceed before we proceed on that topic,
The actress,
So
yes.
how's do you have time for love life? I mean,
Here we
it's
go.
too young to ask. 22, come on, 22. But do you still have time to like at least go on a date or with your busy schedule or?
Yeah,
Let's talk real. You
I
do?
mean, the thing was, I didn't until about 3 years ago. Like, I didn't go out with anyone. I didn't like throughout high school. Like, I didn't ever like have a boyfriend. I didn't want to date. Like, I also hadn't met anyone by that point that I actually wanted to go out with as well. But just in general, like, I couldn't imagine like balancing that and fitting that in, and I just it really wasn't like a focus of mine at the time. But then a couple of years ago, like about like almost 3 years by this point, I met someone just by like chance at like a coffee shop, and yeah, we've been together since. Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
How did you
Yeah.
guys meet? How did you? We're so. Oh my God. We
Yeah.
love stories. Okay.
This
How
is the
did you guys
this is the
meet?
show that very Filipino, very invasive of the love life. Yeah.
Yes. So how did you guys
Very
meet?
invasive.
Yes. How did you guys meet?
Well, there was actually like a power outage over in my area, and I was out to lunch with a friend. We had just had sushi, and I was on my way back, and my sister just called me, and she's like, "Hey, so the power went out in the area. It's completely pitch black. Like you can't do anything here. Might as well just stay wherever you are." And I'm like, okay. So I was trying to find a coffee shop to do work in, and I was going down Commercial Drive here in Vancouver, and I eventually, because the power outages, all the shops were very full because everyone else had the same idea as well. So I went to like the very last one all the way at the end of the strip, and there only had like 2 people in it. And I went in, and he was the barista, and we met there. So
And he's so cute. Is he cute?
very cute. Yeah.
Is he Filipino or no? I mean,
No, he's Italian. Yeah.
I could imagine. Dude, you better like put a leash on Zenia because OMG. So you're only 22? Oh my God. In a
But
few
before-
years you'll be like,
Yeah, I know. But before him,
God,
were
look
you
at that
able to
beautiful
like
girl.
meet different Filipino guys or Filipino Canadian guys?
I met a few people. I actually knew more Filipino girls than I did Filipino guys in like when I was younger. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
oh wow. Do you cook? Do you know how to cook? Or what's your favorite Filipino food?
Tinola. I like
The
tinola.
Rick
God.
can cook the best tinola.
Mike, tell me,
Okay.
tell me.
yeah?
Oh my, I missed that.
Now you're making me hungry.
Wait,
what else?
So do you have the papaya in there or the sayote? That's what you put in there.
Papaya.
The papaya.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God. What
Yeah.
what else? What else? You know how to cook that? And your favorite?
Adobo to sinigang. I love sinigang. Longanisa. I love longanisa.
Longanisa?
There's
Ay,
nothing
ay.
that tastes like longanisa. Like there's
Are you
like
kidding me? With
it's like
Yeah,
so
yes.
with egg?
special. Yeah, with egg. Yeah. For
It's gonna make
breakfast.
you really smile in the morning. It's not gonna make you not smile, right? But have you made your boyfriend taste all of your dishes and
The
cooking?
dishes?
The
Oh,
Filipino food?
no, he's better
No.
off. He's better off like tasting my mom's version of that because I'm not very good at cooking at all.
Oh,
My talents do not lie in the
oh
kitchen.
my God. Does the whole family eat Filipino food?
Yeah.
Oh, and even your dad likes it for sure?
Yeah, he loves it. He just like
Oh,
I think
wow.
over time he's like his taste buds have like adapted to
The
my
sweet
mom and
food of
like
yours.
everything that she makes and so like now like we'll find ourselves like out to like a different cuisine and he'll always be like adding all these spices and like different flavors into it and
Oh,
whereas apparently he
wow.
never did that before so yeah.
And
That is so
he started to eat
cute.
rice in the morning too.
I know.
Rice in the
So
morning,
rice in the
the afternoon,
okay.
evening.
Filipino food is so nutritious and there's a lot of carbs. How do you keep your beautiful slim body? What's your yeah? Share it to everyone. I'm sure a lot of, especially your age, would want to know, and the titas like us would want to know, like, how do you keep? Of course, 20s are like you can eat anything. You can eat a whole lechon and you will not even gain a pound.
know.
But how?
Now
What's your
when we
daily
eat lechon,
regimen?
we are the lechon afterwards.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, what's your daily regimen? Your skin is glowing. You're so beautiful, and
Oh,
you're
thank
yeah. So
you.
what's your daily regimen?
Oh my gosh. Well, when it comes to like food and I guess like the body type I kind of grew up with, I think I had like honestly a lot to do with my dance background because I danced ballet for about 13 years. So
Wow.
I had that like constantly like throughout the week. I was always like I guess burning everything off and like I just like not really conscious of that at the age. So I never really knew what my body looked like outside of dance because I started at 4.
Oh
So
my
I never
God.
really
Wow.
knew how that would have been outside of that until like the last couple years while I haven't been dancing. Like I think I've been like growing into like my like more mature self and I'm just kind of like okay cool so right now I'm just
Oh
trying to
wow.
like exercise when I can. I love Pilates and I love, I'm trying to develop a taste for salads. I have a big sweet tooth, so I'm actually not the best to listen to in this
Oh.
category of things.
Oh wow. And you know what, girl? Because Filipinos, Asian, especially Filipinos, are known to have like right the very youthful skin. Even if like they're like
Yeah.
the lolas will probably what 60s and they still look young because it's genetics for right for
Yeah, for
For
sure, for
Asian for
sure.
especially Filipinos. I'm sure you
Yeah.
got that beauty from your mom. You got it from you see
Oh,
the resemblance, especially
thank
the
you.
mix of white and what's your dad ethnicity?
He is a couple different Europeans. So he's a Norwegian, Scottish, English, and he's also Native American and Native Canadian as well.
Oh my God! So you're like a
We are
mom,
the
like you're a
world.
combination of
You
everything.
are the
We are the world. Oh wow! Okay. So growing up, you're like dancing, singing, and all these things. So what was the first stint that you got? Like the first gig that you were like so proud of? Like, mom, look, I got it without even like the help from your mom or your dad, especially your mom's connection, right? Like that you did it on your own.
Yeah, I feel like that might have been Summer of Dreams with Debbie Gibson. Yeah,
Oh
that was my
Oh
first
wow.
yes,
booking,
yes,
my
yes.
first like
How did you
film
land that
booking in
stint?
general.
How did you land
Um,
that job?
I went in, I auditioned. Um, little Zenia at the time, she was 15, 16, around there. I think no, she was younger. She was 15. Yep, she was
Oh
15.
wow.
And she's like in her early ages of auditioning and she went in to this like casting director in town, Jackie Lynn. She's such like an awesome person, awesome casting director. And at this time, this was like my very early days. I didn't really know everyone in town yet. I came in and auditioned for it. And I believe in the scene that I was doing, I wasn't saying the word mom properly because Canadians and Americans apparently have very different accents. Like,
Yes.
and it's kind of hard to hear, especially as like a Canadian when you're like, oh, don't we just like sound like Americans? Like, I can't really
Yes.
hear the difference. So
Uh-huh.
in the audition, they made me say like mom like so many times that at the end of it, I was like just like hanging on for dear life in the inside, and then by the like when I finally left and went to the car, I just kind of like bursted into tears because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna be getting that because like I couldn't even say the word mom right. Like, and I was
I mean,
just
like, I
like,
love you,
what
mom,
does that
but I
mean?
hate
Mom.
the word right now.
What's how does Canadian mom, right?
I think it was like more like mom. It was like
M-U-M? Yeah.
more round, and mom's more like
Mom.
British,
Yeah.
and but
Yeah,
then like
mom. Yes.
it's almost like has a bit of like like a and like mom, like it's a bit more like
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
American.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like at the time I just wasn't aware of that, and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna get it. And then I booked it, and my parents and my family were all making fun of me from then on, and then they never believed me after that whenever I told them that my audition went bad.
But you
'Cause they were
got the
like,
job,
you
right?
got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
With a great Debbie Gibson as well. Oh my God.
Yes.
Electric
Imagine
Youth.
that.
Yes.
The
I
electric-
Yeah.
naabutan ko siya. Yes. I've
Yeah.
seen her. I grew up with her with Debbie
Okay.
Gibson.
But what about rejections? I mean, I'm sure you had a. I mean, have you had a
so
lot
many.
of have you had a lot of auditions before you landed all this amazing projects?
For sure. For
Oh,
sure.
really? How did you handle it?
I'm still handling it. I feel like
Oh, wow.
in general, like it's one of like the best things that I feel like this industry really teaches you is rejection and how not personal that is. Like most of the time, like a lot of the time in like acting especially, they're looking for the what's best for the character, and not everyone is best for that character. Like, and everyone brings their own essence because everyone as a person is so different that it affects their work differently when they go into the room. And it took me a while to understand that because like young Zenia in first starting out in acting was just very like heartbroken by a lot of like no's, and didn't realize like how much rejection there is at first. But then along the way, you just kind of like learn that as soon as you do an audition, like you just like throw it out the window. Like as soon as you walk
Yeah.
out, as soon as that like door closes and you walk out of that building, then it's done. It's gone. Like
On to the next,
no
right?
more,
On to the next
nothing.
one.
Can't even
Yeah.
think about it. It's completely out of
Wow.
here. And then you just keep going and going and going. And eventually when lightning hits, then that's going to be like the part that you book, and you just keep on practicing and honing your craft. But a lot of the time, if you're putting in your best work, you know you're gonna get no's too. Like it's gonna
Exactly.
happen.
Yeah.
Because every role is meant for someone out there. So
True.
yeah, that's definitely what that was like. But I just the other day, just to share with you guys,
Yes, go.
I kept this like big box of my audition scripts and all of the scripts I've ever worked on, or all the projects I've ever booked before. I kept it in this like really big box in my room, and I finally been cleaning out, and I finally just got rid of it. And I held on to a few things that like laid closer to my heart, especially some of the scripts that I worked on in like the pilot episodes, but then I got rid of everything else. And it was like that like big, the pile.
Wow.
And
Oh,
I've been using an
wow.
iPad in like the last couple years too, so that doesn't even cover the last few years of auditions as well.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Because
Yeah.
those, I believe that those scripts that you kept for so many years, those are like your journey. That's part of your journey,
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
Those are like
exactly.
the rejections, all
Those
the
are-
gigs that
those
you
are-
receive, right?
Yeah.
Like all
Yeah,
the
those are
the
great
success,
keepsakes, yes.
the triumphs
Yeah.
that you acquired throughout the years. Wow, this
Yeah.
I'm sure like handling, because you know what, Jacobs, I noticed that you're 22, but you sounded like so mature, right?
Oh,
like,
thank
so
you.
mature. Like,
Yeah.
does your, I'm sure your parents has a lot of they contributed because because of your maturity, because I'm sure they gave you a lot of advices. What about especially your mom, because your mom is wow, it's
Is
a
show business
tribute
as well, yes.
yeah, she's in showbiz as well. Like, did she give you like the best advice that you really like? You were like, you know what, Mom? I think that's the best advice I will never ever forget.
Oh, for sure. Like so many times. Oh my gosh. Like how do I even
Palo? Did she
narrow
palo
it
you when
down?
you were younger? Just kidding. You know what's palo, right?
Yeah.
Papalo, papalo, palo.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
okay, go.
Okay, let me think about this. I think, oh my gosh, there's just like way too many things that she's taught me. Like I could write a novel about it probably by this point. But I feel like one of the shortest, most effective things that she always tells me whenever I'm getting like down in the dumps about something, like I'm not able to do something, or maybe I didn't like book something, or I'm just feeling like down about whatever is happening. And then she'll just be like, so what are you going to do? Give up? And
Aww.
as soon as like she says that, I'm kind of like, well, I can't. That's right. And then as soon as she says that, like it's like that those down kind of feelings just kind of go out the window, because it's just kind of like, well, that is the only other thing that I can do. I have two options, and it has to be one. It's not going to be that. So I'll always just kind of be like, oh yeah, and just kind of like take myself out of that. Yeah.
And stand up and just be like, okay, Zenia.
And just kept on going and going on
Yeah.
to these
And
auditions.
going and going. But
Yeah.
where did your mom got that name? Your parents got that name, Zenia, right? It's so more sexy, no? So sexy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anyone who has the same name right now, so that's an
Exactly.
advantage
First
for
time
you.
we were just asking. I was like, is that? Wow. How did they come up with the name?
Well, according to them, they were like flipping through the baby book, and they're trying to like find out like the right name. And because I have two stage parents, my dad's a drummer and my mom's a singer, like
Yes.
they were thinking about what would be like the best stage name. So they were going through everything, and they landed on Zenia, and I guess they sounded it out a couple times, and then they landed on that. But still to this day, they still fight over like who picked the name exactly, like
Oh
because
my
both of them like take credit for it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
My
You know how
God.
that's how parents are when they're in show business. They pick the most out there names,
Unique
like
name.
Best
yeah,
Yeah,
like Gwyneth
outside the
Paltrow,
box.
like
Yeah.
Apple, or like what, or Peach or
Blue
whatever. right?
Ivy or
Yeah,
whatever.
Blue Ivy and
Oh
all that.
yeah. Just give you a
Oh my
complete
God.
unique name. Like you have to like second guess it when you're like reading it on your identification or your passport, being like, is that your real name?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
already know that you need a unique name because you're going to be a star.
A star,
There you
girl.
go.
A star. Wait. Speaking of star, like, oh, hold on. What about the? I know that you just got rid of the scripts, the pile of scripts, right? Like
Yeah,
that you was that you I don't know, like you try to hid from your family or whatever. Like
I hoarded it.
you hoarded it for
so
all
That's the
throughout these
word,
years,
hoarded,
right? So
yeah.
Yeah.
of all those,
Yeah.
what is the most favorite or memorable role that you played?
Oh.
So many? Just one.
I think, well, so far, like out of the projects I've been able to work on that like best stick in my brain was for sure Date My Dad in
Oh my
the
God,
auditions.
yes.
Because I remember just something clicking with her. Like my character's name was Mirabelle in the show, and just something like clicked right off the bat, and I was just kind of like, oh, I really like her, and she's like really funny, but she's also like not like the brightest tool in the shed, but she's like really like good-hearted, and she never means anything. There's not like really a bad bone in her body, and I'm just kind of like, oh, she's like really sweet, and like she's a really good sister, and she has like quite a development as she's growing up in her teen years, and she's younger and trying to figure out like her shallow like kind of bits in her head, like in her thoughts, to like, you know, who she actually is. And when I was reading that, I'm like, oh, I actually really like this. It's very sweet. And there was a scene specifically at the callbacks that I was able to do with the amazing Barry Watson, who played my
Oh my
dad in the show.
god.
He's the lead of the show. Oh my gosh, he's amazing. I remember in this scene, my character's mom in the show had passed away like about 3 years ago, and in the scene, it hit me in a way that I was like, wait, who's going to like, like I miss her, and like who's going to take me shopping for my wedding dress and this and that. And it was just like,
Yes.
it was like such like a heartbreaking scene. And when we did that, it was just like a tear fest. And then we eventually got to do it on set, and that is still one of my favorite
Wow.
scenes up to
How
today.
did you how did you audition for that role?
I went
Love,
in.
yes.
I went into one of the casting agents in town. Her name is Judy Lee. She's amazing. And I auditioned for her, and it was just like a typical kind of audition process. Like I went in, and at first I just like brought some scenes over that. They just send you scenes, and you're to memorize them and prepare them and bring them in. And then all of a sudden they got me in for callbacks, and I was like, wait, what? So like I ended up doing the read with Barry, and then that's kind of how it happened. But yeah, just the good old like auditioning process. Yeah.
Oh my god, you
Well,
just
you mentioned that it was a tear fest on that particular scene. Is it hard for you to cry, or it's easier
natural.
for you to cry? Is you're a natural crier?
It's
1, 2, 3,
very
Zenia, cry.
You know, some
Oh
like for
my
some
gosh.
Filipino actresses, they're known to like cry
Just-
on
okay,
that
what kind of-
particular word and just one eye.
One
Wow,
eye,
Girl,
2
yeah.
eyes. What kind of eyes?
I think that's Judy Ann.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's
Okay.
Google it, girl. There's
Yeah.
a few actresses in the Philippines, even actors, can like cry if you ask them to cry. Like what kind of cry? One eye, 2 eyes. Like yeah. What about you?
Okay,
This is Jacob's
okay,
question.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. In general, like it's definitely, I find the emotionality of scenes very easy to dive into, especially the sadder scenes. It just like I'm able to connect to it with my own emotional well for some weird reason. Like I don't know. It's definitely easy for me to cry. I blame it on the fact that I'm probably just a very sensitive human being, and
Aw.
I'm very empathetic, and I like even just in like daily situations, like if I'm listening to some of like my friends, like my best friends or my family members or someone that like I really care about, and they're telling me about their experience, and it's just like not a good experience, and like my heart's breaking for them, then I'll like have to like try to reel it in because I can feel it starting in the
the
eyes,
teary-eyed
and then I'm
already.
like, no,
We're
you're
the
not
same
even
way.
crying about this. I can't cry about this. No.
Oh my God, you're like your Ate Jessie. Oh my God,
I cry
like
right
that.
away. Even movies.
Yeah.
Everyone would be like, right? Like be like, wait. They'll look at me like,
Like,
oh,
are you
Jessie.
We already know.
Right?
We're looking at her. Oh, I bet she's crying. I don't even need to look.
And they'll be like, and they'll be like, and they'll be like, what the heck? I mean, I don't even think that scene is even like sad for you to cry. And I'm like, you don't get it? And I'll be like, oh
the
my
puppy
God,
got a
girl.
bone
Give
for
me
like
high
Christmas.
five. Oh my
The
God.
toy, and you're like, oh my gosh. This
Oh
is too,
wow.
too emotional.
Yeah, what about the I know you got that, wow, the latest project that you have.
Girl, wait a minute.
You just
I-
brought
I-
Philippine
I'm-
flag.
I know.
All the way up there.
On
Congratulations.
the Peacock channel, the sister network of NBC, and I was like, what is this? Because I'm now on the second episode, and was like, I can't wait to see more of you, Zenia. But I was like, oh, she is the cheerleader. She's the most popular and beautiful
Exactly.
girl. Oh wow. I said representation, yes, honey.
Go girl. Ooh.
How,
So
tell us, how did you get?
Get that
one of us
project,
is
that
lying.
role. Yes.
Oh, just the good old audition process. I went in, I read for it, and there's like also something to do with this character too, because when I first saw, I was doing research for the character. I was looking at the book because it's all based on a book called One of Us is Lying by the
Yes.
lovely Karen McManus.
Yes.
And and I was reading the book and trying to find all the parts where it mentioned Keely and highlighting that. And when I got to like her first like introduction, it said that she was half Filipino. And I was like, wait a second, like I've never seen
That's
this
for
like
me.
intentionally put there. And it was just like, I don't know, it was just like such a moment for me because I'm like, well, first of all, it's like my first time seeing this. Um she was my first character that came in that I had ever had that was Filipino and in
Yes.
general. And
Yes,
I
yes.
was like, I was so proud to see that finally begin. And since then, I've gotten a couple more auditions, and it feels like things are getting better and better as the years go by. But this, the pilot we filmed like 2 years ago. So at the time, this was my first time seeing that. And I just felt like after reading that, I was like, oh my gosh, like I really want to bring this to life. Like there's something like sparked at that point, and I'm just like, really I don't know, I feel something really strongly about this. So I went in and I didn't hear back after the first audition for a while, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh.
okay, so I guess that didn't happen." And almost like 2 months later, I finally hear back for the callback, and I'm like, "Wait, what show is this?" Like I'm like so
You
like
totally
confused 'cause,
forgot.
like
Yeah.
Yeah, because
yeah, I
you
totally
auditioned
forgot
to a
about
lot.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, who was this? And I like go back and I'm like, oh right, it's this project. So I went in, I met the lovely Jennifer Morrison and some of our amazing producers, and then we filmed the pilot. Yeah.
My God, congratulations,
It's
girl.
it's so
Thank
compelling.
you.
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
As in,
I can't wait to watch more of it. Yes.
I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna start because early. I was about because I've been, we have a day job that we have to work in the office, but I'm gonna start binging that definitely. But I've
Yes.
seen a lot of like, scenes. Like I was like, girl, I've seen a lot of your acting scenes. Like I was like, my God, this girl can really act.
Oh, thank you.
You're like, what was it? A Jane of all trade girl.
Oh,
Amazing.
thank you.
Even the
So sweet. You're
singing.
so sweet.
Yeah, even
Oh,
girl, the singing,
Yes.
girl.
thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So,
I
Wait.
appreciate that.
Oh my God. Tell us more about like ain't like you. Oh. Oh my God. It's so catchy.
yes, you
Oh,
wrote
thank
that song
you.
because
I
we
did.
know that you're a songwriter as well. So
Yeah.
lahat na talaga, grabe. Lahat na. What does it mean in Tagalog? In English, lahat
Lahat
na.
na.
It's like sana
You're
all.
everything.
You're
Sana-
everything.
Oh,
like you got it all, girl. Like all the talent
Yeah.
in the world. The
oh,
inverted,
thank
we call it
you.
in OGOT, like the
yeah, in here we have
inverted umbrella.
we have an
Oh, you
umbrella.
guys
We
are so
inverted it,
sweet.
and then when God like showered all the talents, and well,
And
especially
you were
now
the
your
one.
beauty, we were all sleeping, and you caught it with that inverted umbrella.
And you were
Yes.
just like, give it all to me.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You
So,
guys are so sweet.
but so what? You wrote that song? I mean, the
Yeah.
singles that you released. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So since when? What age were you when you? What age were you when you started writing songs?
Oh my gosh. I think I started. Oh my gosh, it's hard to pinpoint because I've always been writing ever since I can remember. Like I think it was the year that Bleeding in Love came out that I first remember like writing um stuff down because I don't know why, but that song inspired me and I was like, oh, this is like so cool. I want to like write songs after the Leona Lewis, Bleeding
Oh
in
my
Love.
God,
But
we love
it's
that
such a
song,
hit,
right? Oh my God,
such
such
a
a classic.
hit, such a
Yeah.
hit. And I was like, oh, like I don't even know how old I was, but then eventually I got into like grade 4, I think, where I had my Costco pink guitar. I don't play guitar, but like, and I certainly didn't like back then. I wore on the keys, but at the time, me and my Costco guitar were trying to write some little tunes, and it was
Oh.
like it was probably really bad. Like I still have like scribbles like hidden away somewhere in this old binder with words that don't make any sense and like everything. And I was just like starting out and really young. But then in high school, I started actually getting more and more into it, getting more serious with it. And eventually it got to a point where I'd kind of have to like I'd have to I'd be like sitting in class, and then something would kind of like attack me and a melody would hit me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to catch this and like, record it so that it doesn't fly away from me. So I would like ask my teacher like if I can go to the washroom. I'd hide my phone in my boot because I had these really long boots back then, like these like really long fall kind of boots.
Yes,
And I would hide it in, and then I would like record in the bathroom.
Wow.
And then
Really?
yeah.
God.
And then in the last couple years, I finally been actually putting that into actual songs, and my catalog is very long and has to get out there eventually at some point. So I've been having lots of fun, like trying to finally bring these songs that have been like actually like quite old by this point too. Like I have like newer ones and I have like really old ones. So I'm really excited to start working on everything. Yeah.
My God. You know, the way you sounded like, it felt like you're like 30 years old or 30 something
know.
years old who's been gone through a lot.
What
but
have
you're only
we been doing with
22.
our lives? Wait
I
a
know,
minute.
right? When we were 22. But girl, hold on one second.
We just keep on drinking. That's what's happening.
And probably drunk or like college
At
days
least-
or something
at least
like
because
that.
about us drinking, this show happened. That's probably a good thing too. We'll put a glass
Oh my
here too.
God.
Yes.
There you go.
But congratulations to you, because at least 2021 you released 2 singles and the other one was Heaven or Hell. So what is that about?
wow. Well, yeah, tell us about
there's
that, Heaven or Hell.
The lyrics is like there's no limit. You giving me heaven or hell.
Even the videos are so
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy that you guys like it. Heaven and Hell was a compilation from a couple years ago. It was in my later, I think I was in grade 12 in high school when that first popped out. And I basically had most of the song down, and I made a few edits in the songwriting part when I was like older, like I want to say like I was like 20 going to 21, and then I eventually put that into production with a friend, and that's kind of how that came together, and rewrote the bridge and everything.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, like it was like a song that I don't know. I think that when I was at that age, it's just kind of that teenage age when you're first starting to learn what love is, and like, or what love first seems like, and then you're like, oh my gosh, like this is amazing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, this is terrible. And then
The
combination of everything.
extremes of emotions.
it's like
Exactly.
amazing, and then it's horrible. And so like I feel like that was like a very encapsulating song for that. And because it's like you put no limits on heaven and hell, and it's just like you give me like the best in life, and you're like the best thing that's ever happened to me. But like I've never felt this amount of like heartbreak or pain before at the same time until you. So that was a lot about like what the song encapsulated. And when I started like fine tuning the song, it eventually kind of entered the territory of like kind of toxic relationship, and like something that you don't want to be in when you're older, because you realize that if you're feeling like that much pain, then like maybe it's not love, and nobody should be really making you feel that way. And in the song, it's kind of like this kind of loop, because it's debating about whether or not to go, but you just the good is just too good to let go of that. So it just kind of brings it back in full circle at the end of the song, kind of to where it starts. And that's kind of how that came about. Yeah.
My God, at the age, she's like, oh, when I was like high school, imagine you're doing all these things during when you're like, what, 10th grade, 11th. Girl, you're right, Jcas?
We can't
can
wait
see
for
you.
what else?
We
What
cannot
else
wait. Oh
you're
my
gonna
God.
pull out of your hat in the future?
Girl,
Oh,
you're going to be
thank
all the way
you.
up there. And I hope you will not forget us. My God.
Oh, absolutely not.
Right? We'll definitely, we still have a show, and your Tita Jessie and Tito Jcas will be
Yeah,
like
well,
Grammy.
I think it's really hard to forget my face too once you see
I
it.
know, right?
You know?
We're so excited to meet you in
we're all
person.
beautiful.
But,
No,
hon, you don't
and
mind.
me and Ate Jess were very makulit, so you're not gonna forget us because
Oh,
we're
trust me.
we're
You trust
weirdos
me.
on our
What you
own
see
right.
is what you get. This is us. We're
You
just
guys
like
are
always laughing.
beautiful.
We're always laughing. We're always whatever,
Yeah,
you know?
You guys are so much fun.
Oh, wait, Oh wait, hon, if you don't mind, can you like even a chorus of like
Ooh, here
your
we
favorite
go.
song? Like your favorite song that you wrote,
Oh,
or it doesn't matter. Like yeah, so
um,
everyone can listen. I'm sure a lot of people heard your
mhm.
beautiful music, but we want to hear you a cappella. Come
Yes.
on.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, alrighty. Um, hmm. Let's take it to like the first verse of Heaven and Hell. Okay. You keep on hoping that maybe one day you'll find yourself satisfied. You keep this love for then maybe a perfect love is just about perfect lies.
Oh my
Uh,
God. Girl, you are complete. You can sing, you can. Oh, wow.
Jesse, you need to have
Thank
you
you
need
guys.
to make a daughter like this one.
I
Like
know,
this,
right?
exactly like this.
You guys are so
I
sweet.
wish if I can, oh God, if I can turn back time, I wish I have a daughter. I'm sure my daughter would look like you,
Oh,
right?
and
Oh.
you would want to be her daughter too. You know why, Zenai? Because she has a lot of Chanel bags and
Oh,
designer
shut up.
bags. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh
I
my God.
love
But
it.
my son is only 10, so imagine if I only have a, like if Kaden is only what, like 20 something, I'll be like, hey, this is the girl that you're supposed to date.
Because she's gonna get all your bags, girl. Yes.
Oh my God, girl. Oh my God, you're so. But wait, okay. So Derek has a question earlier. You were saying asking something. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He was asking like, no, yeah. What's your dream role
What's my dream role?
in terms of movie first, and then the dream after? Okay, dream role first. Go ahead.
I think my dream role, um, really is like edgier kind of parts. Like I really want to do the thing is that like the roles that I really want to do, and that I find myself really passionate about are roles that I think are like out of my age range at the moment and what people perceive me as for my age right now. So I think that that's definitely a bit of an issue, but like I really want to play and dip into something past, I guess, like the bubblier kind of like girl next door kind of roles that I've
Mm-hmm.
had in,
Mm-hmm.
or like the fashionista roles that I've also like tapped into and going into people's like real stories and like things that they've like been through in a sense of like harder times, like edgier kind of um, roles and experiences. And that's just kind of where I'm gravitating to. And always have kind of like sat more and is like the heavier drama. But at the same time, I love my sitcoms and everything like that as
Mm-hmm.
well. And I think like sitcoms give people like so much joy. And
Yes.
I would just
Yeah, I love
love at
sitcoms too.
some
Yes.
point in my career to be able to do that too. I don't want to just make people cry. So I
Yeah.
would
For
love
sure.
to
You know
like
what? For
make
sure,
people
girl.
smile as well. Yeah.
For sure. We will see you a lot in sitcoms and a lot
Yeah.
of movies,
Just with
maybe
your
in Marvels.
credentials right now. Oh my God.
Yes, yes,
We're
definitely.
so
You
proud
you
of you.
will
But
reach to the top.
I'm
Oh,
curious,
thank
like
you
who do you
guys.
look up to in terms of acting?
And
Oh, that's a
singing.
good
And the
And then
question.
singing
afterwards
too.
singing, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I really look up to um oh my gosh, so many people. I mean, like someone like Angelina Jolie is just
Oh
like an
wow.
amazing like action. Like she's just like, oh, you
Yes.
can't get better than that. Like she's
Yes.
amazing. She's so edgy and like in her roles and like Gia and like Girl
And that
Interrupted. Like
beauty.
she's just like, oh my
Oh
gosh, she's
yes.
Yes.
amazing. And yeah, like I feel like with other parts, like let's see, there's some people in like comedy that I really really love. Oh my gosh, it's just like so many people. Oh, Natalie Portman, I love
Oh,
Natalie Portman as
Natalie
Oh,
well.
Portman. Yes,
equally
uh
definitely.
beautiful.
Oh, she's
she's
beautiful
beautiful,
too.
she's stunning.
Yes.
Oh, there's so many people that I look up to. Yeah.
Oh wow. What about singing? In terms of singing?
Ooh, I always looked up to Mariah Carey ever since I
Oh
was super
yes.
young. Whitney Houston, Of
Yes.
course. Of course. Oh
Of
my
course.
gosh.
Come
Oh my
on.
gosh.
Tina Turner?
Tina Turner.
Is
Oh
your
my gosh.
mom?
Let's not
Then
forget.
on top of this list, just add on all the artists that my mom and dad listened to and practiced over
Yes.
the span of me growing up. But I love Ariana Grande. I love the bands like U2, Metric, No Doubt. Like there's so
Oh
many
yes.
So many things, right?
amazing people, and they're all from very different genres as well. So
Wait, you mentioned Mariah Carey. Did you try this? The what do you call that? The whistle when you were younger? Can you
oh
do
my
that?
gosh, I think I definitely tried that when I was
And it's
younger,
hard.
but
Is it hard?
I don't think like I am personally an alto, so
Because you
I
know what?
never quite did it, but
In Ain't Like You, I can hear a little squeak, a cute squeak in there.
mhm.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I tried my best, and I was just like, when I was really small, I'm like, I can only manage like a bit. And I'm just like, okay, okay. And then I haven't like tried it since, but I definitely, first time I heard Mariah do that, I was like, I gotta try. I gotta try it. Like, it's so
yeah.
much fun.
Yeah,
But,
because we spoke to different singers who've been doing that like locally in the Philippines, and we thought like it's just they do it on a whim and it's easy. It's actually very hard. It
yeah,
ruins
that's
your
what they
voice.
said.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
Morissette said, it's so hard. Morissette.
and she does.
Are you
Yeah,
familiar with Filipino singers? Who's your favorite
Um,
Filipino singers?
if you are familiar.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm well versed enough in this, but can I say Lisa Longa?
Oh
Yes, of
yes,
course.
yes.
Of course, Luis
I
Salonga. Oh,
mean,
I
wow.
feel
she
like
did it all.
she's just such like, oh my gosh, like there's no one that can top the Disney kind of like, voice. Like
Yes.
she made the prince, like so many princesses happen. Like
Yes,
she
Oh, wow.
was
True.
the princess voice. So
the crystal clear
Exactly, exactly.
voice,
yeah,
Very
yeah.
clear, very
and
crisp.
she's still doing different movies right now and active in Broadway, different exploring different roles.
It's
Yeah,
true, true,
yeah.
so true. Oh, by the way, MJ is here. MJ
Hi
Racadio.
MJ, thank
Hi,
you.
MJ,
MJ.
hi.
Where's MJ? Yes, hi,
Hello.
MJ. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my God.
Hello.
Yeah, MJ is a good friend of ours. Hello, MJ. Yes, hold on, sweetie. I'm just curious, like, because I know you've been, as I mentioned earlier, like, with your experience, it sounded like you're like on your 30s, that you've been
You're an
through a
old soul.
lot
Yes.
of experience, right?
Oh,
Like,
thank
is there any
you.
changes that you missed, that you missed doing since you were like became so popular, especially when you were like started at a very young age? Is there any changes that that you miss? What changes that?
Oh man. Changes ever since I was younger. Like, do you
Yes.
mean like in the
Like
sense of
changes that
like,
happened to you, like in your life, in your lifespan, like since you started like acting, singing, and then there are things in life
oh,
that you were like, I can't do this
oh,
anymore, I can't do that
oh,
anymore, like
yeah,
these are
yeah,
the
yeah.
changes that I have to sacrifice, that I missed it so much.
Um,
Is there any
I
changes that you miss?
well, two things. I think that I definitely missed dance.
Oh,
I don't think I was like super amazing at it at all, but I just like I did it for so long, and I was just like it was just so much fun, and it was definitely like one of my homes growing up in my childhood. So there's definitely that. And I also think that there's like a very timeless sense of like being a child, and
true.
like that's kind of like something that I feel like a lot of people start missing as they start to get older, because they're just kind of like they feel like this like sense of time, like they need to I don't know, like make something out of their lives and themselves, like in this certain amount of time, that there's like this pressure in a way that like almost blocks you from seeing life's everyday like beautiful
Mm-hmm.
things.
Yes.
And as a child, like it never occurs to you to think like that. It never occurs to you to enjoy anything that's outside of the now and the beautiful things that you're going through in the moment. So I think in like that sense, that's something that I will always miss in that way.
Aw.
Yeah.
My God. Oh my God. Derek is saying it's like an hour already. We're so sorry. I mean, I know that you're
Oh,
so
no
busy, but
worries.
we had so much fun. Like
Yes.
knowing you,
Oh,
girl. And
oh,
you know what
thank
we?
you.
Oh, you know what, girl? Keep on doing what you're doing because you know that we can see it from everything. You're like a what? Like a in a how do you say it? A Jane of all trade, a one stop shop, like everything. Like if you want a singer, a dancer, what's that? A good actress. That's it. Just
Yes.
hire Zenia.
You guys are too
for-
sweet. Oh my god.
You know what? First is Olivia Rodrigo, and then you're next.
And
You
you're
know?
gonna be next. OMG.
Oh my gosh,
Yes,
you guys are so
definitely.
sweet. Oh,
Yeah. If you can give like a message to all the little girls, especially they're still little because you're only 22. Those girls that who want to follow your footstep, what will be your advice for them?
oh man. I know it sounds cliche, but never give up. Like, never, like, there's gonna be times where you're gonna feel like you want to. And, the things that happen in life, and especially in very hard, difficult careers, are going to make you feel like that's like, that you're tired and that you're not sure if you can do this, but, you have to keep on trying. You have to keep on like putting in your best work. And like one of like the cheesy things to say is like don't give up before like, you know, the rainbow begins, before like something good actually like happens. Like sometimes we're just at like the edge of that happening. And I always like to also add on top of that, to always make sure that you're enjoying the most beautiful parts of life in general, because it can be really easy to get swept up in like the busy wins and so much that's like happening, and that you start to forget about the little small important things, and you start forgetting about nurturing so many parts of your life, and very important parts as well. So yeah.
My God, she's so smart, right?
What a great
And when-
speaker.
I know, what a great speaker.
When I was
And
22,
I love
I
your
wasn't
teeth,
speaking
by
that
the way.
way.
She has such
Thank
a beautiful
you.
teeth too, right?
Thank
She could be a
you.
commercial model for Colgate or whatever, like a toothpaste commercial.
Oh my God. I'm
I swear.
This girl is beautiful.
You're so
oh my
beautiful,
God.
You're
girl.
sweet.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
MJ said sample heaven and hell.
Oh,
but
that's what she-
yeah, you already, yeah, like
Yeah,
wait,
you did a
you
sample
sang
earlier
already,
of
yeah.
Heaven and Hell. Yeah.
So ano na lang, MJ, ano na lang, rewind.
Yes.
My God, thank you so much, girl. It's such an honor, and I hope you will not change.
Oh,
Keep that smile, keep that glowing smile. Be humble, like and always.
Don't mind
and
the haters.
don't mind the haters, because
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
there will be a lot, plenty, because you're only 22.
That's how it is when
OMG.
you're climbing to the top.
Yes,
Ah,
yes, and don't
yeah.
forget your Tita Jessie and Lolo JCast. Just kidding.
I hate you. We'll talk later.
A private conversation about
yes.
this later.
I
Not
know,
Lolo,
right?
Lola. Hello.
Lola. I'm sorry. Lola.
Oh my God.
JCast.
All
But would
right.
you like
Oh
to
my
plug
God.
anything? Yes, would you like to plug anything
Yeah, I think you have your
before?
EP coming out, right?
Yes, everything. Please,
Oh,
please.
yeah, for sure. Well, so right now we have One of Us is Lying. It is now streaming. All episodes are streaming on Peacock. And then it has just been starting to air over here in Canada, and it's going to be airing out on the W network for the rest of the series. I believe it's coming in like one episode at a time or something like that. So
Yes.
please tune in if you're Canadian, W network.
Yes.
And of course, I have some upcoming tunes as well. And I'm hoping to release that, my next single and my next EP in the new year. So there is that as
Oh
well.
my
Oh my
God.
God. I'm so
Yay.
excited for you.
Wait, have you been to New York? You've
I
been here so many
have.
times.
Yeah, when
Oh,
I was
right?
really young, but I think I only went once when I was like really small. Yeah.
So just in case, girl, just in case, I'm sure you will be by next year.
Yeah, and on your
Anytime
tour.
soon.
On,
some NBC roles.
And you'll be landing some NVC role.
yeah.
Trust me.
Because that's how
like
it is.
a big
Because
role.
You're on Peacock
Yes.
already. It's inevitable you're going to be on NBC and NBC
Oh yeah,
shows. Yes.
Netflix and everything.
And E! And all
girl,
that.
we're claiming it for you. We are
Yes.
claiming.
Don't
Yes,
forget we're
please.
here in New York. You can
Yes.
you know.
We can
Visit
hang out.
Oh,
Yeah.
We have to
nice.
chill,
Oh.
have dinner, and we're not gonna tell your mom that we're drinking wine. Okay, we're just gonna be like,
We're having shots and all
Luisa.
that.
Luisa.
pomegranate juice.
I know.
Yeah, oh yes.
Wink, wink.
It's calamansi
Luisa, hold
juice.
on lang. Calamansi juice.
This is just orange juice right
I
here.
know. Don't worry. We're not putting vodka. I'll be like, girl, just a little bit here. Here.
I'm drinking vodka right now. I don't know about you guys, but
Your mom was
My
gonna
favorite-
be like,
my favorite
this
vodka
two are
pineapple, yes.
such bad influence, but we're not. We're cool. We're cool.
You guys are the best. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys
Oh my
so
God,
much for
it's-
having me.
Oh my
It's
God.
an honor, girl.
amazing.
And trust me, we will have another interview, a second, a third, and fourth, because you will definitely come back here and promote your shows. A
Yes.
lot of big shows, that's for sure.
Oh,
and after
Don't
this,
forget.
I'm going to continue binging on One of Us is Lying.
I'm gonna start
Or-
actually tonight. It's
Or
Friday
in the
night. so I'm gonna
Philippines,
start.
it's called One of Us is Lying. There you go.
Laing.
That's a dish. Druch. Thank you. I need to say that.
You are so corny. What a corny joke.
Somebody
You know
will
what's
laugh. Or-
lying?
You know,
wait. Do you know
lying.
what's lying? Tell your mom to cook it for you. It's so good.
It has coconut milk. It's taro leaves
Oh
in
my
coconut
God.
milk.
Oh my
It's
God.
really great. Ask her to make you taste it. Oh my God, it's really
Oh,
good.
and go to a
Oh my-
Filipino store and try that. My God.
Oh my gosh, I've had so much
What
like
happened?
cassava cake, like leche flan, like everything else. I've never had that before though.
Laing? Oh my
Yeah.
God. See?
Oh my gosh.
Try that. Be like, Mom, I want to try the laing. There you
Next
go.
on the list. Next
One
on
of
the
us
list.
is lying. Yes, I'm gonna repeat
Oh
it.
my God. One of us is
I'm so
It gets
smart.
funnier.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Trust me, girl, when we hang out, when you come to New York, please don't forget to at least just message us and be like, hey, you have a private Facebook or because we already followed you. but-
Or
Yeah,
slide
yeah.
the DMs in Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Link up in all the places. I use like all the things. I'm even on TikTok now, but I haven't posted anything. But like,
Oh, wow.
I'm there as well.
There you go. There you go. And
Hey,
if you have
because-
your next EP, girl, your next EP will definitely just tell your the management to send it to us, and we will definitely help
Yeah.
you promote it.
Oh,
definitely.
thank you guys
Everything,
so
yes.
much.
Definitely.
Oh,
My
this has been so
God.
much fun. Thank you for
Yes,
having
such an
me.
honor, girl. My God, you're gonna be my future daughter in the near future and the next life. Okay,
When can we get to New York?
there you
Yeah.
go. Oh,
Hey.
no, in New York, no, you're not gonna be my daughter. I'm too young to be. Yeah, like no, I'm not. Actually, I'm not. No, I'm not. Shut up.
You're my older sister.
Exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
older sister. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
From
go.
mother to sister now. There
I
you go.
know,
I'm still
exactly.
the Lola. I don't care.
Lola.
You know, as long as I hang out with Zenia. Oh my
There
God.
you go. Oh my God. So okay, anyways, Jake, let's close our show for tonight. Go.
Yes. Thank you, mga ka-OAGOT and everyone who tuned into this fun episode. Don't
Yes.
forget to follow us here on Over a Glass or Two in Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. And also subscribe to our Over a Glass or Two YouTube channel. So this will roll on, as recorded audio. And tomorrow, a lot of people around the world will be watching and getting to know Zenia some more. Thank you so
Yes.
much. The future superstar, yes.
Yes.
For hanging out with us, and making
Thank
kulit with
you.
us.
Salamat.
Thank you for
Let's have
having me.
let's have our
You're
last toast for this morning night, guys.
Okay,
yes,
go.
mga ka-OAGOT and Zenia, amidst the pandemic, let's still find ways to be happy. Let's all talk about it over a glass or two. We love you, Zenia. Thank you, guys.
Love
Bye.
ya. Good night, guys. Thank you for watching.
Get your mind and body rejuvenated with Monarch Montage, Skin Science and Medical Aesthetics, located in New York and Manila, bringing health and beauty wherever you go. From a simple Botox to a fat-reducing and muscle mass-gaining M-Skull. For more information about their quality services and locations, call or text 917-633-7710 or email at monarchmontage@gmail.com. Monarch Montage, the beauty and health continuum.